Yo, what is good, my anime people? What is good, yo? I have finally got Oda Nobunaga, and I am pretty happy about that. And if you don't mess with the Nobunaga, it's okay. But with this week's episode of The Best Girls I've Seen in Anime, nah, Um, these girls are absolutely hilarious to watch, and I can't help but to find myself like lost in this world. In the case of, I want to be quite understood when I say that this world is actually super twisted. Not only is it a lot to take in when it comes down to seeing they are putting out the effort to really make you understand there's something, like completely wrong with how they see and treat people here. And it's not really even trying to be hidden, like they just are how they are, So it's that actually blew my mind that they went as far to show that. Not only that, we've seen some stuff that have put, uh, other family members in trouble. Not only that, they had to pretty much figure out if they were to take out any of these people, if they were to straight up fight and kill these guards, and just because of what's happening and no one in the public actually knew why they were doing the stuff. Like, for instance, breaking in and saving their friend could lead to them becoming fugitives, which they figure out on their own. But you know what their plan is? Break in while wearing masks so they don't become fugitives. But of course, one of the more denser one in the heads has to shout out, "We are the Crimson Vow," but then she actually switches it. Her friend switches it to Crimson Blood Fountain. Like, they still have the Crimson, but they're just not the same people. Okay, they're their arch nemesis. Actually, if you didn't know the full lore, now you know. Um, I really do look forward to seeing what people put out when it comes down to if they hear about this story, or for instance afterwards the most brutal beatdown of all times takes place. And yeah, I don't think you want anything to do with what she did to this man. um God, so with finding out about all the things that had came and happened in the past, this guy takes her up on her word, and he's like, okay, so if you want to tell me that this man has cheated his way into, um, getting your riches, it hurt your family, all this different stuff, and if this is true and you have him in this situation, you guys should fight, all you two fight her for the honor of it, which seems pretty messed up, but in his case, he thinks he's being fair, right? Like, he thinks this is the best way to handle this situation. While in the back of our minds, we're like, that he really just didn't even give them a chance. Like, they honestly have zero chance to win now because he's done this. That's pretty messed up. Like, we know what comes from this, but not so much the merchants, right? Not so much them. And it happens quick and fast. So at least, well, I guess I can't say it was fast because it was only fast through the perspective of the scenes just switching up. It probably wasn't all that fast, but man, to give me goosebumps from the decision that she makes to do to them was crazy. She sinks them into the ground, and because of whatever reason, the scene just like kind of cuts off after her aiming her staff at them. So you can only imagine. And then they show them all bruised up and been beat up. So yeah, she don't play nice when it comes down to these types of stuff, including if she gets a fair fight, which she turned it into a not fair fight really quickly. But yeah, I truly do love these aspects of the characters because it doesn't feel like any other character on their team would do that, right? Like they all would relatively blast through them, humiliate them, all that good stuff. But to sink their feet down so they can't even move or fight back and then mercilessly beat them up while that's happened is definitely her style, and that was what was probably the most terrifying and goosebump part about it. Is she was showing that type of vibe for quite some time. It's just she never actually had to go through with it because people got the gist, and these guys got the gist too. It's just the person who had to get the who got to call the shots at the end of the day was not too much on their side. Like I said, he gave them a really unfair hand. Said, "Hey, beat beat up this girl, and you get to keep everything that you stole and don't deserve. And if you can't beat up this girl, she's gonna steal everything back from you. So yeah, good luck." So that did not work out too well for them, and for good reasons. I'm happy it didn't work out for them. People are those people are trash. But as a whole, the coolest thing that happens with what we know is going to pop off is how much these girls are going to continuously, protect or at least stand up for their partners every single time something comes up. I think that was the coolest aspect of learning with them and just watching how they connect with each other, because a lot of shows have already given us this, a group of ladies doing whatever, but to think that I actually hope, good things come for them and that things just get better overall, it's definitely nice and a change of pace to see such detail put into all these characters where you're just like, oh yeah, that's definitely something she would do, or just want to see this whole thing pan out better. Because last week I had no idea what could even have popped off. I don't know. I couldn't imagine, or I couldn't like predict that it was Mavis's dad being the one doing this, which actually kind of caught me off guard as well. So, hope you guys are having an amazing day, night, evening. Mondays are definitely slower days. Um, I'll get one more video out to you guys for sure that was probably older. If you can hear a train in the background, I apologize. But with all that being said, I hope you guys definitely have an amazing one. I will soon talk to you as quick or as soon as possible, but with all that being said, let me know what you guys are feeling about this show. I know you guys either hate it or love it, or you love it or hate it. But regardless, just let me know in the comments or whatever else you're watching that you enjoy, and we'll talk about it in the next one or in the comments. So with that being said, peace out.